Well, good evening on New Year's Eve. Welcome to my channel. There's no place like your home. And a part of it tonight is welcome to my cooking show. I am getting ready for a New Year's Day dinner. I have a couple different meals that I'll be preparing. And I did see this one crab cake bake, and it calls for mayonnaise in the recipe. So I am going to actually make my own mayonnaise. I've tried it before, but we're going to be doing this live tonight. So we'll see what happens here. But I found this recipe, and I have a large egg in this tall jar. I have a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a tablespoon of white wine vinegar, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. And let's see, and I need to put in my teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which I already squeezed. So let me get that in there before I forget. And I have one of these lemon squeezers, and they're just a really great tool. So it's definitely well worth the investment to get one. So let me get this lemon juice incorporated into these ingredients here as well. Now the last step is, so they're all together, and this seems to be the tricky part for me anyway, is putting that cup of oil just right on top of that, and then using an emulsion blender to do this. So I just have never quite I've never had the best luck with this, so I'm trusting for this New Year's Eve that I will. So just to show you, this is the white wine vinegar that I've used, this Pompeian Smash Kitchen Organic Dijon mustard, and then I just use the pink salt, the Himalayan pink salt, and then I had some my fresh lemon juice that I squeezed in there, and then my farmer's eggs. So this is what I'm supposed to be doing, pouring that oil just on top of that. And it's going to be a little bit louder, so I apologize. Maybe you can enjoy my fireplace there. And just to push this all the way down, and have it flip up, not to move it, it says. Don't put the emulsifier up. And I think I'm getting mayonnaise. Let's see here. Boy, does that have a section? Well, there, I've got some homemade mayonnaise, which I am very excited about. I've switched up my diet this past year, and really just, investigating more of making things for myself, for my family, that are healthier than the store-bought brands of things. So again, this is a very simple process. I think the magic in this, as they do state, is to keep that blender down to the base of the jar, until this is blended up. Now I did pull it up a little bit, but as I said, there's a real vacuum on this. I just want to make sure that it's completely blended. And it is. So I'm going to use some of this mayonnaise in my crab cake recipe, which I'm actually going to make tonight. And then with the rest of the mayo, I don't know if you have ever made semi-homemade Thousand Island dressing, but I used to use, the name brand mayonnaise, name brand ketchup and a little bit of vinegar with sweet relish to make homemade Thousand Island. So, you know, that's a little bit better than the bottle dressings. But at this point, I'm going to be using my homemade mayonnaise, and then I found a very simple recipe to make homemade ketchup. And I'm going to put those two together, and then I realized I don't have any sweet relish. So tomorrow's New Year's Day, and I know the grocery store will be open for a little bit. I hate to do that to the people, but I will be going down to get my sweet relish. So as always, you know, there's no place like your home. I thank you for watching my channel. I do love all things home, to cook, to thrift, to decorate, and just make the most of everything. So there's our homemade mayonnaise, and it's a little runnier. I'm going to mix it up a little bit and refrigerate it for a minute and see if that does thicken it up. But overall, there you have it. So if you like my channel, please like and subscribe. Leave your comments, share, pass the news along, and you know, for 2026, make sure to, you know, consider really doing a lot more for yourself and saving that money. And with the money I've saved, I'll just tell you, you know, I'm learning about finances and investing, and that's what I'm doing with the money that I do save. So I'll see you soon. I'm going to make another video about the ketchup too. It just requires a little can of tomato paste and a couple other little ingredients. So I'll do that one coming up next. I'll see you soon. And hey, here we are. It's almost 2026. Man, I think that's pretty exciting. I'll see you soon.